So, hi guys. I'm Evander H. Ordinaria. So today, it's the day again and again. So we are here to discuss, to present and explain about the Republic Act 7586, which also known as the NIPAS Act. So, but before that, let me show to you about some violations that are prohibited under this act. So what we're waiting for? In 3, 2, 1.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng...
So, hi guys. So, resource reserve is an extensive and relatively isolated and uninhabited area, normally with difficult access, designed as such to protect natural resources of the area for the future use and prevent or contain development activities that could affect the resource pending the established objective, which are based upon appropriate knowledge and planning.
Nice.
No? So, we all know that resource reserve, it is important. So, we must maintain and protect them against for the person who commit the crime against our nature resource. So, it is used to our future generation to continuing what we started in the old time in our resource reserve.
May dalawang classification yan. So, for example, yung poaching, yung killing, or destroying wildlife within some particular areas, including the hunting, collecting, pag-possess ng wildlife in its byproducts derived, kung walang necessary permit, pag nahuli at nahatulan na guilty, pwede mag-fine ng from 200,000 to 1 million pesos or makukulong ng 1 to 6 years or pwedeng fines at saka yung pagkakakulong.
Oh my God! Wow! Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng...
Wait a minute! Who are you?
My name is Lovelyn Baradillo. Hello, good day everyone. And for today's video, I'm going to discuss about the protected areas under the Republic Act 7586, also known as National Integrated Protected Area System, which is the Natural Park. Natural Park is a large area managed by the scientific, educational, and recreational use, and it is not usually for commercial extraction of resources due to its outstanding true beauty. In other words, it is a piece of land set aside by the government and for environmental preservation and recreational use purposes.
Prohibited acts such as mutilating, defacing, or pagsira ng mga bagay na may likas na kagandahan and objects of interest to cultural communities na may magandang halaga, and whoever is proven to have violated it ay magmumulta ng hindi bababa sa 5,000 nor more than 500,000 pesos o pagkakakulong ng not less than 1 year but not more than 6 years.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
NIPAS and Protected Area was signed into law by President Aquino as the NIPAS Act. The NIPAS Act covers all protected areas, whether terrestrial or coastal marine. Since 1992, a total of 223 protected areas covering 5.23 hectares and 22 million hectares buffer zone were governed under NIPAS Act. NIPAS Act are the following categories of protected areas such as strict nature reserve, natural monument, wildlife sanctuary, protected landscape and seascape, resource reserve, and natural biotic areas. Natural Integrated Protected Areas System, or the NIPAS, is the classification and administration of all designated protected areas to maintain essential ecological process and life support system to preserve genetic diversity, to ensure sustainability, use of resources found therein, and to maintain their natural condition to the greatest extent possible. Protected area refers to the identified portion of land and water set aside by reason of their unique physical and biological significance, managed to enhance biological diversity and protected against destructive human exploitations. Whoever violates this act or any rules and regulations issued by the department pursuant to this act, or whoever is found guilty, will be penalized of any offense shall be fined in the amount of not less than 5,000 pesos nor more than 500,000 pesos, exclusive of the value of thing damage, or imprisonment for not less than 1 year but nor more than 6 years. DENR may impose administrative fines and penalties consistent with this act.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
Good day everyone, I'm Junji Guillermo Odang, and now I will discuss the Section 4 of Republic Act 7586, defined as buffer zone. Buffer zone, as outside the boundaries of the immediately adjacent, the designated protected area. These areas managed by PMB or PAM serve as a social fence and source of income for local communities near the protected areas, as also known as PA, in order to minimize or prevent harm to the past.
Oh my God! Wow!
Prohibitions: use of any motorized equipment without a permit from the Management Board. Penalties: not less than 5,000, no more than 500,000, or not less than 1 year but not more than 6 years or imprisonment.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
Hi guys, are you familiar with Wildlife Sanctuary? Well, I'm Kazia and I'm here to help you dear listeners to learn about what it is. Now, according to Republic Act number 7586, or most commonly known as the National Integrated Protected Area System Act of 1992, Wildlife Sanctuary comprises an area which assures the natural conditions necessary to protect nationally significant species such as tarsiers, the Philippine monkey-eating eagle, tamaraws, and Fuso species. They also give importance to biotic communities or physical features of the environment where this may require specific human manipulations for their perpetuation. This also gives new homes to abandoned animals and animals rescued from dangerous conditions. Furthermore, help to protect animals from illegal activities and serve as places where endangered animals breed and are therefore protected, since not only do animals are in the threshold of extinction but as well as the plants.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
Natural biotic area is an area set aside to allow the way of life of societies living in harmony with the environment to adapt to modern technology at their pace, to preserve and retain the biotic diversity of the different communities, ecosystem, and natural areas that share the same ecosystem, to implement ecological zoning in order to protect, conserve, and manage this ecosystem, and to preserve the genetic resources of living organisms. Natural biotic areas are places that have a high biodiversity and where the natural environment is undisturbed. This means there are very few human residents in these regions and no large scale deforestation, hunting, farming, or road construction. This also means no mining and no oil drilling, as these processes can destroy the natural environment. The Philippines has a number of such areas which are called biotic areas or ecological regions. They are scattered throughout the country and they encompass different landforms from lowland forests to mountain peaks. It is important to note that there are no official boundaries for these areas. Instead, it is up to each individual to decide what location should be included. In this category, this means that in some cases there may be overlap between different biotic areas, as different people have different opinions on where one boundary ends and another begins.
Damaging and leaving roads and trails in a damaged condition.
Ang galing! Ang galing!
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
Hi, my name is Simeo Hussein Bironda, and today I'm going to discuss the protected areas of RA 7586, which are classified to strict nature reserve, natural park, natural monument, wildlife sanctuary, protected landscape and seascape reserve, natural biotic areas. So let's get started. Strict nature reserve is an area possessing some outstanding ecosystem features and species of flora and fauna and of national scientific importance, maintained to protect nature and maintain processes in an undisturbed state in order to update ecologically representative. Next, nature park, or sometimes we call natural park, is a designation for protected natural area by means of long-term and planning, sustainable resource management, and limitation of agricultural and real estate developments. Next, natural monument is a relatively small area focused on a protection of small features of protect or preserve nationally significant natural features on account of their special interests or unique characteristics. So the natural monuments are only focused on small area and have unique characteristics and provide an incentive for protection and an opportunity for environmental, cultural education. Next is wildlife sanctuary. Wildlife sanctuaries are those areas where animal and plants are well protected from external disturbances. The importance of wildlife sanctuary are effectively protect these habitats, allowing animals a safe spot for breeding and comfortably surviving. Without these sanctuaries in place, for animals are under the risk of extinction. Next, protected landscape and seascape are areas of national significance which are characterized by the harmonious interaction of man, land, and sea, while providing opportunities for public enjoyment through recreation and tourism within the normal lifestyle and economic activity of this area. So why protected areas are important? They protect natural resources that are critical to many people on Earth. So next, resource reserve is an extensive, relatively isolated and uninhabited area, normally with difficult access, designated as such to protect resources of the area for future use. So, natural biotic areas is an area set aside to allow the way of life of societies living in harmony with the environment to adapt to modern technology at their pace. So, next is wilderness area. This wilderness area is an area of land that has been largely undisturbed by modern human development. So, wilderness area usually lack roads, buildings, and other artificial structures. So, lastly, according to RA 7586, we need to protect the protected areas to maintain the natural resource and preserving important habitats, building resilience to climate change, providing food security, maintaining water quality, and conserving natural resources. That's all. Thank you.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng.
So boom, we are back again. So as you can see, so those are the violations that are prohibited under the Republic Act 7586. Okay, so let's proceed. Okay, so as you all know that Republic Act 7586, known as the NIPAS Act. So what is NIPAS Act? So NIPAS Act stands for National Integrated Protected Area System Act of 1992. So it was enacted primarily for biodiversity conservation. Okay, this law provides the legal and development framework of establishment and management of protected areas in the Philippines. So, NIPAS Act was approved on June 1, 1992 to provide reasonable way organizing and managing different types of conservation areas in the country into a system managing protected areas. Okay, so the basic principle of NIPAS is to protect and preserve our native lands, animals for general and focusing on the conservation for biological diversity and sustainable development. So, the application and importance of this law is to promote and strengthen the management of protected areas in the Philippines. So, another thing is to is to protect and conserve the countries rich biodiversity against various threats.
Wait a minute.
So in addition, individuals' liberty and rights are protected by the laws. The United States Constitution was amended to include the Bill of Rights. So several key protection will be guaranteed by the Constitution. So individuals are protected by the laws from the individuals, group, and even the government, of course. So Philippines is renowned as one of the countries with the highest level of biodiversity in the world, guys. Tandaan natin yan. Highest level of biodiversity in the world. So in addition, it will also encompass outstandingly remarkable areas and biologically important public lands that are habitats and rare and even endangered species of plants and animals, biogeographic zones and related ecosystem, whether terrestrial, wetland, or marine. So I am back again. So I'm sorry guys, I almost forgot na I am the one who discussed about the penalty. So anyway, okay, so this is it. In the penalty according the penalty in the Republic Act 7586. So let's go. So whoever violate this act, okay, or any rules and regulations issued by the government pursuant to this act, or whoever is found guilty by a competent court of justice or any of the offenses in the proceeding section shall be fined with the amount of not less than 5,000 pesos nor more than 500,000 pesos, exclusive of the value of the things damaged, okay, or imprisonment for not less than 1 year but not more than 6 years, or both as determined by the court. Okay? So, as you can see guys, okay, not less than 5,000 pesos or nor more than 500,000 pesos. So, that's plenty of money. So, if I were you, I will not do some violation. So, instead of doing that, we should do such a good things like protect, to conserve or whatsoever. Basta it's all about the good, not the bad. Okay? So, I think yan lang naman yung that's the penalty, okay, under the Republic Act 7586. So it's up to you. If you do some violation, then go for it. Okay, you will pay 5,000 pesos. Okay, but it's better to not do some violation. Okay, and as you can see, it's very important to us that we should not do any kind of violation under this act, or any kind of violation even not related to this act. Okay, so please guys, please do some good things. Okay, do some good manners. So that's all. So I think that is the penalties, okay, under the Republic Act 7586.
Oh my God! Wow! Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
Protected landscape or seascape. A protected landscape is one of which has been legally protected from human development. Areas of the land that have been deemed as irreplaceable as usually set aside and are given legal protection by a government body or organization in order to preserve them for the future generation. Seascapes can be classified as either protected or unprotected landscapes. The distinction between the two terms is based on how the land was delineated by law and not whether it contains any feature or natural beauty or not. Seascape that has been decided only on occasion for recreation activities such as camping, hiking, picnicking, and fishing will be considered an unprotected landscape. These may have been legally defined but may have altered from what the law intended. In a protected landscape, however, the land is not allowed to be developed or altered.
Areas of national significance which are characterized by the harmonious interaction of man and water while providing opportunity for public enjoyment through recreation, tourism, and other economic activities. Areas where the interaction of people and nature over time has produced an area of distinct character with significant ecological, biological, cultural, and scenic value, and where safeguarding the integrity of the interaction is vital to protecting and sustaining the area and its associated nature conservation and other values.
Nasa labas ang mga wild dogs, me and my compadres. Buhay parang GTA, iba't iba na address. Di pwedeng
Good day everyone. I'm here to share to you about some violation of violation is leaving and expose or unsanitary condition, refuse or debris or depositing in ground or in the bodies of water. So the effect of this is by the product of the solid waste deposited in the landfill as adverse effect on the surrounding environment of human living closer to the landfill site. This study sought to test by the hypothesis that the disposition of waste on a landfill has an impact on the surrounding environment and the residents living closer to it. And it also exposed some chemical that may occur during a long time of dumping those garbage, and human can cause some nausea, vomiting, and some even more can cause death. So we need to prevent this happen, and the best way to prevent it is to separate waste material for reuse and recycling at source of generation, and owners should be able to separate of newspaper, cardboard bottles, yard waste, and aluminum. And also, waste processing is used to reduce the volume, recover usable materials that alter physical form of the solid waste. And also in the bodies of water, we should not throw our garbage in rivers, seas, and ocean to prevent some pollution in water. That's all. Thank you. We are one.
We are one.
We are one.
We are one.
We are one in nature.
Let the earth breathe.
Now greetings to the world. Vice of the one big gangzilla alongside Skrillex. Them for no. Ooh-wee. Ow. We mash up the place, turn up the bass and make them all have fun. How we ablaze the fire, make it fun them. We mash up the place, turn up the